Oh, we going? You're not doing the intro or nothing. We just
No,
gonna go
we
straight
we just
in.
we just
Oh,
straight in.
all right, cool. Hey, listen,
We
you
don't do
know,
all that intro. What?
listen. From what I understand, sometimes you gotta take your time. Sometimes, you know, that's all I'm saying.
What?
You know, but whatever. No big deal.
No. Dive right in.
Hey, whatever.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Gamer Corner episode 3. We are moving forward. We're talking to some amazing people. And this week I have with me the amazing BrownRadDad. Woo!
Bam, 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 bam.
If I had a Steam Deck, that's what I would have been doing. Or Stream Deck, whatever. But I
Right.
don't have one because that just is another tech that I don't feel like dealing with. But I
I
might
feel
get one
that.
just so I can write it off. I need more write offs.
I mean, you can get a free one on your phone or your iPad. So
I would want to write. I need to write stuff off. You gotta write
okay,
stuff off.
write the iPad off. You know what I'm saying?
Write it all off. So people, as I keep telling y'all, we are almost back again to tax season. I hope
Yeah.
that you have listened to me all year long, that you have put away at least 30% of all your earnings from Twitch.
I didn't.
Nod.
I
Lie
mean,
to me.
I agree with you, yes, but I haven't.
If you have received any stream keys, any free equipment, or anything like that, you have to claim it, people. So I hope everybody has been keeping track.
Oh,
Nobody
you
has.
do taxes? I didn't know you do taxes. We might have to holler. I might have to holler at you
Well, I
after
did
the
a whole
stream.
taxes
Nah,
for
fam.
content creators and streamers. I
Oh
have a
yeah, I'm gonna have.
CPA and an accountant on there. We broke it down of
Oh,
what you
that's lit.
can and can't write off.
I'm just gonna need the info and just say here. I'll pay you whatever and just do it.
Oh, well, I can't do
Because
it, but I I,
uh,
I have an accountant for that.
I feel I've shit. I need your accountant's info because shit.
Okay, all right. So we got off track. See, that's
Yes,
the
we have,
problem.
and
That's the
it's your fault.
problem.
I blame you.
No, I blame you because
You started talking about taxes and all that.
okay. So Brown Rad Dad, thank you for
Yes.
being here. I appreciate you.
Hey, I appreciate you having me, man. You're the. No one's ever asked me to be on their show. You're the first person.
Really?
Yeah,
You're
so
so
don't.
cool.
I don't, man. I don't think so, but okay.
You're gonna take this praise and shut up, okay?
Okay.
So, tell us a little bit about yourself. Who was Brown Rad Dad? Where did the name come from? And all that jazz.
Oh, bet. Okay, the moment I've been waiting for. I'm Brown Rat Dad, but you guys could call me BRD. And the name basically came for. I think that's a bigger thing to answer than who I am, right? I think that for I really thought about it, and I thought about it in a sense of I want people to be able to see me for who I am, right? Like this,
Mm-hmm.
when I come into a chat, that's who I am. You know what I'm saying? I'm a brown rad dad. You know what I'm saying? And for me, rad is more of an acronym than an action. You know what I'm saying? It's more of like you real ass dad or you know whatever you want to make it. It's just an acronym in my opinion. So for me, like I wanted, especially when I first started on Twitch, right? I I didn't see a lot of people who look like me. And a lot of times when you come on this platform, you don't. And at that time, they weren't out here trying to they weren't out here trying to showcase people. You know what I'm saying? Especially, now they're a little different by it, but we all, that's a whole nother conversation. But before, you had to really work to find the creators who look like you. So for me, I thought it was funny and also more of a line of like, okay, I'm gonna make you acknowledge who I am in a way where
Mm-hmm.
it's so smooth and it's so like you either, and most people don't say it, right? Like some people don't say brown, they'll just say rad dad or they'll say dad or they'll say BRD. You know what I'm saying? Especially now, a lot of people now are kind of calling me BRD or they'll say like a portion of the name. But before it was like when I came into the channel or came into the chat, it was brown rad dad. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted to showcase that wherever I went to so people can know like there are brown rad dads out there. You know what I'm saying? And there are, we're no longer absent. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that was like the main mission was to show like, now we still present. We here. Don't forget about us. You know?
Nah, I like that. No, you definitely
Yeah.
gotta show we're here, or you're here in this
Speaking of rat,
space.
speaking of dad, my son is laughing in the background. So if you hear him, it's because he's
I
he's
did
goofing
enjoy
around.
your streams when you guys were playing Fall Guys before, like they really made it the appropriate cross-platform and foolishness and all that. You guys were hilarious.
We were before our time, right? We were doing that before they even said it. Before they even made it happen. And we're looking to try to get that back. But for me, I want to do it in a way that makes sense, and I want to do it in a way that isn't like janky.
Mm-hmm.
Because my son he's great at the game, and he deserves top quality. He doesn't, you know what I'm saying? So I don't want it just to be a freaking camera just hanging around somewhere. If I want him to be able to have all this stuff going on
all
too.
the
You know what
all
I'm
the
saying?
fancy
Right.
lights.
Mm-hmm.
I see the chasing lights happening. So yeah, we
You know what I'm saying?
all fancy about it.
I gotta bring that production value, and that's one of those things that people don't realize, right? I have to do that.
Yeah.
I can't just sit here. You know what I'm saying? I can't just sit here in a dark room or in a basement somewhere, and people be into what I'm doing. You know what I mean?
Well, now that
So
you're into and how long have you been into content creation? Let me ask that question.
I mean, I feel like I've always been into content creation, but I just
Mm-hmm.
kind of found my medium, if that makes sense. Back in like 2011, I think 2010, I used to do a radio show on Blog Talk Radio. I don't know if you've ever heard of that, but
That sounds kind of familiar.
yeah. So Blog Talk Radio allows you to have your own radio show, and you can have live callers call in, and you can talk to real people from all over the world, and
Mm-hmm.
they call in and they talk about just like any other radio show, right? But the recordings are recorded, and then people can like play back and listen to it, right? And what's up? Let's that makeup. Sorry, I'm
Yes. No,
I'm,
no, don't
I'm in streamer
worry.
mode. Damn it! I
I
apologize.
appreciate you because I was about
It's
to do
yours.
it because that's I'm like, hi, Lisa, hi,
It's
baby.
it's not my stream though. It's
That's
yours.
okay.
So I gotta turn that off. But
No, no, no.
you know,
Because definitely
for
shout out
for
people. And plus, like that's the beauty of the
but
set. So hey,
yeah, for
stop
sure.
everything and say hi.
I have to acknowledge her whenever she walks in the room. You know what I'm saying? But I was doing really good on that. I had a little bit of a following. I would get maybe like 11 to 20 people listening at a time
Mm-hmm.
and at live, and I would have callers all night. And one thing I did also was there was a social media platform that was called Feed, FHEED. It's no longer available, but at the time it was kind of like Twitter and MySpace or something like that. I don't know how to really explain it, but it got really, really popular, and I got really popular on the platform, and I actually was able to, and I got the eyes and ears of the people who ran the social media
Okay.
platform, and they asked me what I wanted, and I said, just give me a check mark on the platform, because to be honest, at the time I was like, and they were like, why? I said, because when somebody new comes in, that check mark holds weight, regardless of how much
That's
we think
true.
it don't.
It does.
That check mark holds weight because that check mark means that you're legitimate, and that check mark means that you've been doing this for a minute, and you you know what you're doing essentially. Maybe you don't, but at least for some people it looks like you do, and I mean I had a community there and everything, and then it just kind of shut down, and then I kind of got busy with work, so I stopped doing that. But and then when I started looking at Twitch in 2020, I was like, this is everything. This is It's over. Like if I can apply the same thing I already did
Mm-hmm.
with that to this, I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna tell you this. right here.
Uh oh.
Don't be surprised
Exclusive.
if by next year I'm partner. I'm just letting you
All
know that right
right.
now.
You better put it out there. You speaking it into
That's
existence.
damn right because I'm telling you right now, it's about to be a problem.
All right.
Just let me get some of these tools. And I ain't trying to gloat or nothing, but let me get some of these tools that certain people have, and you about to see some shit, and you about to be like, oh okay,
All right.
he
All
was
right.
right.
He was right.
That's right. Because
Well,
I look at it like this too, man. I've been doing this for since 2020, and a lot of the people that I came up with, or a lot of people that I started seeing, or were in their channel from the beginning, they're partner now. And
mm-hmm.
if I would like, all I had to do is be consistent and continue doing what I was doing, and I would have been right there with them.
Yeah.
So, but right now for me, this is it's my time.
Exactly. So with that in mind, on the partner push and everything like that, is there any content you would like to make in the future? Like, what is the plan?
Oh yeah, absolutely. There's a ton of things I want to do.
Yeah.
And a lot of my ideas aren't gonna be something that I can do right now. A lot of these ideas are gonna be when I have a community, when I have people, 20, 30 people watching. You know what I'm saying? Every year I dress up as Santa Claus and I give away
Yes.
free shit on Twitch. Who else is doing that, bro? You know what I'm saying?
That was so much fun. That was last year, and I
I did it. That
I
was the
gave
second year.
away two gift cards.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And that's my thing too, right? A lot of times I tend to give out more than what I'm getting, but it's like it just me. It's not about the money, man.
Yeah.
It's never been about the money. It's about spreading positivity across the internet in the best way I can.
Yeah.
Um.
That's what we love.
So,
That's what we want to see. Welcome in RD. Thank you EMP for
oh
the
my
sub.
my bad. I heard sirens. I heard sirens.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Shelby, I appreciate you for being here. Everybody in the chat, if you have any questions, you're welcome to ask them. Don't be afraid. Don't be shy. Don't be shy now.
Yo, this lighting is a vibe, low key. I might have to keep this.
Nah, I definitely, because I like, that's very nice. That's very nice. I don't be playing with my LED lights. Like, they're there, and then that's it.
I feel you.
I need
Hey,
to
let's.
start playing with them because they do all that stuff. I just don't
You
be.
know, I had a whole. I had a. I mean, this might have been before you met me, but I had a whole VOD with like a professional lighting person, and we did tips on like I went to Five Below
Mm-hmm.
and I bought like stuff that you could find at Five Below, and I was live on stream talking about how to utilize it and giving away ideas of like how you can utilize lighting you find at Five Below to make your stream look better.
Mm-hmm.
This didn't happen overnight. This was a process, like this was something that I looked at and I was like, okay, I can do something like this. I can do this. I can do that. And that's what it's all about. It's about evolving, and it's about you know steady moving forward, right? Like
Yeah.
you don't want to be placed complacent,
No, that's true.
and it,
But
it goes back to what I was saying too. Like, sorry, it goes back to what I was saying also. Like, me and you got to work harder on here. End of story. We can't be half-assed. You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean,
I
could it
we,
be like 3/4 ass?
nah. We
Like
gotta go. We gotta go double. We has to be double the ass.
double. So like
Yes.
200% ass.
Yes.
Okay.
Because
Well,
that's the
double
only way we're gonna.
100.
That's the only way we're gonna stand out. You
Yeah.
know.
No, that's true. That's true. So with that in mind, what would you say to someone starting out as a streamer and a content creator? Since you've been in this game for a minute, you've done a lot of different platforms. You've started, you've paused, you're back again. What is some advice that you would give to someone who's first starting out, a little baby streamer, content creator?
I would say don't pressure yourself,
Mm-hmm.
like because that's the one of the main things that we do, right? Like don't pressure yourself, and don't try to be like everybody else, because that person's already taken. Nobody. There's no fangirl review on here. Only one. You
Yes.
know what I'm saying? Because I ain't never seen nobody else crocheting on Twitch. almost burning their house down on Twitch. I didn't see
Listen,
that.
we're not bringing up the fire. That's everything. Always comes back to the fire, mind you.
Hey, hey, listen. That's a moment. That's a rememberable moment, and low key, that's content that everybody will remember. That I
Loki,
bet you that's a viral moment right there. That's a viral clip.
yes.
Um,
I
you
wish
get what I'm
it
saying?
never went viral, but it went viral in our community, in which everybody brings it up.
Here,
Nobody lets it go.
hey, put it out there again.
That's true. I was gonna re,
Repurpose. Yeah,
especially
one
since,
hundred percent. It's your content, bro. Like you can put the shit out 3 days. Sorry, can we curse on here?
yeah.
All right, cool. Because
I mean,
I'm
you
just
already cursed a
saying.
few times anyway.
I That's the first time I've cursed, but
No,
okay.
you've already.
You see, I do it so much that I don't even realize that I do it.
And I do it so little that I'd be like,
So I'm gonna try to hold it back. I promise. No, going back to the advice, right? For me, like you gotta focus on you and what makes you great, and there's gonna be a learning curve and it's gonna be a learning period, right?
yes.
The one thing I could say is that you have to you have to be able to be happy with it. If you're not happy with what you're doing and you're not having fun, this might not be for you, and that's okay. You have to you have to be able to understand that this is not for everybody. You know what I mean? And I've said this on a previous episode of mine. A lot of these people who are big streamers, a lot of these people who have over the years become partnered and all that,
Mm-hmm.
they're close to success already. They're close to people who are already doing this shit. You know, they're close to people. They've been chasing success or stardom or whatever you want to call this fame. They've been chasing it for a very long time. This is not something that just you just came out of nowhere and did it. And if you did, because there have been cases where you have, it's because you know something that we don't. You have the knowledge to move right in a field. So I say that to say is like you look at yourself within and just figure out how you want to move.
Mm-hmm.
And if this ain't for you, it's okay, man. Not everybody got to be the face.
That's
Become
true.
a mod or something. If you like being on Twitch, become a mod. It's very being a mod, in my opinion, is very rewarding. You know, it makes you a part of the broadcast. It's almost like you're a producer in a way.
No, you
You know what
very
I
much
mean?
are. Mods are so important.
Right. Shout out to the mods, bro. Because I feel like we only get one day a month or year. I mean, and we need a mad love, bro. Like why we need love, bro. Because mods are, like I said, mods are the producer of your content. They're the producer. I mean, you're genuinely the content, right? But they're the producer behind the show.
Mm-hmm.
Especially a really good mod, they could help you. They could help with the flow. They could help with anything, you know.
Yes. Nah,
So
I completely
yeah,
agree.
my advice is to just figure out what works for you and just keep doing it, man. And don't be afraid to just be yourself and be vulnerable and stop caring about what everybody else is doing,
Mm-hmm.
you know. Because I promise you, they don't care about what you're doing.
No, that's true. That's true. So to go on a lighter side, what is your first memory of gaming?
Oh
Take it
man,
way
now
back in
I'm not.
time. Show
I'm not the
your
fool.
age. I've been showing my age.
Listen, you see this beard? This beard shows my age. Damn
That
it.
don't mean nothing. You have a son. All them grays is because of him.
Listen, hell no. It's not. We're not even gonna have that conversation. We're not even gonna go there. I ain't about to get in trouble. Um, but no. My first memory is being. I don't even know how old I was, but I was playing Mario. I was sleeping in the living room on a wooden futon, and I was playing Mario, the first one, on a Nintendo. Late at night, like 11:30. That was late for me at that time. I had woke up and I started playing it, and that was like my first. That was like my first memory of playing video games.
Mhm.
And then ever since then, I was like hooked. And then you go to the little arcade down the street, and you waste all the money and shit, and go from there. That was when I'm telling you, when I was like that age and going to the arcades and stuff, and I had to watch after my brother, and I got hooked to a game, man. Those were the times, bro, and that was the time to be alive. We were oblivious to whatever was going on, and
Exactly. That
we were
arcade life.
uh, we were just in it, bro. We were having fun. You might have gotten into arguments, and depending on the argument, you might have gotten into a fight, but you still have fun. You know what I mean? And you knew at a certain time that you had to leave the arcade because things were about to get real. And whatever arcade, you know what I'm saying? Like you knew that at a certain time, that arcade was about to get crazy, like not violent, but it was about to get rowdy
It's
in
gonna
there.
flip. It's gonna flip.
Right? It was no longer kids. Kids gotta go. What up, Otali? What's going on?
Hey, O'Tally, what's good, Matt? How you
You know
doing?
what I mean?
Yeah, no, like, yeah,
Yeah,
it's
you gotta
good.
you had that moment where you were like, okay, the older kids are getting here, the teenagers are getting here. It's time to walk out and go home and be safe. Go find something else to do.
Yeah, and I remember being in Disney World and like, because I'm from Jersey, so we was down in Disney and literally hustling the other kids out their money playing Mortal Kombat. Like that arcade life when you put money down on the game because you knew you were good enough. So like that's what. So like me and my brother, like we kind of run a little, like we would play against each other, and I would lose, and like, all right, I'll play against somebody else. I'm gonna put money on it. Like we were like hustling these kids because first of all, I'm a young girl, and I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
let's play.
Oh,
And
you
all of a
you
sudden,
nasty. Okay.
and
All
then
right, I see you.
and then would raid and just destroy people because like that's all we did. Like my parents would either drop us off at the arcade or take us bowling, skating, and then go in the arcade, give us money, and then
Oh,
we could have
okay, I
gotten
see.
snatched at that time, but like whatever.
Honestly, though, like, nah, I don't think so. I don't think that wasn't happening in the hood. You know what I'm saying? No, I mean, if it was, we weren't paying attention to that. That was happening in other places. But at
That's
the
true.
end of the day, like at that time too, we were all looked out for each other. Like we all, regardless of what it was, like people had their heads on a swivel more than right now. We have our heads on our hands. Because we were always on our phones or we're always
True.
on something.
True.
We were more aware at that time. So even as a young kid, I remember the funniest story is we were at that same arcade and they had like the stuffed animal claw games,
Yes.
and this one dude was spitting money in it, spitting money in it, spitting money in it. He was trying to get
Oh,
this like the Santa Claus, right? So I was like, all right, let me get my little brother. Let me let my little brother do it, and we put $1 in. My little brother, I was trying to do it, and my little brother hit it, and when he hit it, I was like, I didn't yell at him, but I'm like, yo, what are you doing? And then just so happened he caught it, right? And then we had like 12 people around us at the time,
yeah.
around the claw machine. He caught it, it got stuck, and he let it go. I grabbed that damn Santa Claus and was out of there. I was like, I'm not letting nobody take this from me. You crazy. You're not about to rob me from this. You know? Yeah. I remember that like it was yesterday, bro. That was a fun time.
Oh
Yeah.
gosh.
But
What
yeah,
was
you just slap your 50 cents up on the arcade and be like, I bet.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
What was your favorite arcade game?
Oh, definitely Mortal Kombat Ultimate. Like I used to play Mortal Kombat 3 all the time. Then it was Marvel versus Capcom. And then I kind of got into True Crime, or was it not True Crime? True Cop, or whatever they call that is.
Oh, not
Time
Virtual
Cop.
Cop. Oh,
Time
Time
Cop.
Cop. Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
I like Virtual Cop, but Time Cop, yeah, that's a good one. AZ on the beat, welcome in. I appreciate you.
But I,
Maddie.
uh, but I mean now we have like barcades, right? Which I always say this. Right now we're the generation being marketed to. So we're gonna have these cool different type of
Yeah.
mashups where we have barcades. So now we can still do the same thing. We're not wasting as much money on the arcade, but we're getting drunk and we're eating and we're having fun and we're doing like wild stuff. You know what I mean? And we're still kind of having that camaraderie, that we had at the arcade. It's just a
Mhm.
little different now. We're adults now, so we can kind of be a little different.
No, that's true. We're adults now,
Yeah.
so we have the money to spend.
Right, but now the tokens are free.
Well, you have to pay
Well, sometimes
for
you
the
do, but
card.
it depends. It depends. Yeah, if you want more, but sometimes they give you like the one over here, they give you like 10 or so for free with a meal. They just be like, here, hey, BU, what's up? They
Hi.
they they just give you
Oh yeah,
a
yeah, they do. They give you like a $10 card or something, or
right, something like that. Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, the kids now have trampoline park. Can you imagine if we had trampoline parks when we were a
Listen,
kid, bro?
I not that many years ago, I had a birthday party at one of those trampoline parks.
You know,
I,
is
as a grown adult, I be doing all the kid parties, and them things are
absolutely.
expensive. But whatever, we're not gonna go down that route. But like
No, that's fun, bro. That's fun. That's
but
what
it's
you know what it
fun.
is to be 30 something years old going down a big slide. And you know how to go down the slide because you used to do this all the time.
Yes,
You know what I'm
bouncing
saying? Like,
around, just yes.
absolutely. You used to do it all the time. So you're like, oh, man, you going down the slide wrong. Get out here, man. You don't know what you're doing. Let me show you what you got to do. You know, you're making the kids launch themselves the wrong way. Like, these kids all. These kids all scared to go down the slide. You're like, man, you better jump and throw yourself down the slide like an
Exactly.
actual
What's wrong
person.
with
What's
you?
wrong with you? Exactly.
I
So
like
yeah, I
how we
love
said it at
those
the same
things.
time. What's wrong with you?
Exactly. What's wrong with you, man? I love those things, bro. It's like they're fun. And that was the fun part was going down. I was going down them things with my son too, man. And B, you couldn't tell me different. You couldn't tell me no. I was like, yeah, okay, try to get me out of here. We'll
Exactly.
see what you know. What I'm saying I'm going down this slide with my son. You know, the whirly ball is the cool thing. I don't know if you played that over there, but it's like you seen those bumper cars that have like it's like on an electric it's like on an electric track and the circle it's like a circle around it. It's not really like cars and you press one to go left or right, or you press both to go
Oh
forward and one to go back. You ever seen
no,
those?
no.
If you go to arcade, you'll like you probably if they have it there, that's the one that they use now. They don't use like the one with the wheel at the amusement parks. But whirly ball is like that, except it's combined with like Quidditch or Quidditch from like Harry Potter.
Uh huh.
So you utilize there's like a tool that you have. You grab the ball and you got to throw it into a hoop. It's huge out here in Michigan, but
Oh, that sounds like
yeah,
fun.
it's lit because you drinking the whole time.
Oh my gosh. If I could
Right. So
find
you
that
yeah,
would just
whirly ball. Look it up.
I
Look it up when you
will.
have a second on YouTube. Look up whirly ball.
Yeah,
It is
listen. I'm always looking for different birthday parties because I don't like to go to a bar or a lounge or anything like that. I want to go and do something, so
yeah.
I'm always down for that.
Oh, you're gonna love that then.
So talking about gaming, what are you currently playing like right now? Like what's in your system? I mean, we don't have physical disc anymore, but you know what
Gee, what's not in my system? You know,
what
Xbox Game Pass. Get
right?
that shit. No.
What are you
Um,
actively playing in the last recently?
man, we live in a good time, bro. Like, not gonna lie to you, we live in a time where there's literally a game for everything, game for
Yes.
everybody. There's so much, like, there's so many games, and you start a game and you gotta. It's so hard to finish it now, and not because of difficulty. It's because you start and It's like okay, a new game came out next week. Oh, I want to play that too, right? So right now I got a rotation. I'm playing NBA 2K23.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also playing. I started playing Overwatch 2,
Okay.
which I find it really relaxing, surprisingly, even though it's a very fast paced game. I find it really cool and I find it interesting. So it's probably gonna be the game I'll play on stream if I do play a game.
Yeah.
And then I like adventure games like Assassin's Creed and stuff like that. So
Mm.
those are like my things. I was playing GTA RP and I enjoyed it. It got to be a lot, and I didn't. I For me, I thought that my stream was going a different direction.
Oh,
So
okay.
I still play it, and I still enjoy it because the storylines it talks to the creative in me and the you know creating these storylines and kind of going through that. It talks to that in me that
Mm-hmm.
it was I love it. So
Yeah. Cause
yeah.
you had like a cowboy, right?
Yep,
Yeah.
Cowboy Benny.
There you
Cowboy
go.
Benny. Yeah.
I used to love
Hey,
that.
yeah.
I
Hey,
mean,
how you doing,
listen.
Fangirl Review? How's it going over there?
If you want to do some
You
of
know,
those, put up little shorts or whatever up on YouTube,
yeah.
I'm here for it because
No,
I really enjoyed watching your cowboy.
I mean, I got a TikTok I might be able to show you. Hold on, cause we're gonna funnel everybody over there because I need some followers on TikTok. Not gonna lie, but no, I used to my content has changed a little bit from that, so it makes sense um to go back to it because I like I said I enjoy it.
Yeah.
Hold on, do
No.
I send it to you or what do I do?
Send it to me in Discord.
All right.
So I can.
Oh, it's so funny, man. I can't.
Welcome in, Sparty. Welcome in, Queen.
Where
Said
where
hi
am
to
I?
you, Serial. Hey, I'm gonna make sure I'm not missing anybody. Yak, I appreciate you. You're always amazing. Yes.
We're not in a private Discord, so I gotta like.
No, yeah, just
There we
send
go.
me a message.
Here. That's one of them. If you want to look at other ones too, that's one of my funniest ones, I think.
Ooh. Yep.
But yeah, Cowboy Benny was like the. Honestly, don't even know where he came from, to be honest. You know,
Yeah, no,
Oh,
I'm sorry about that.
whoa,
it's loud.
whoa,
I don't know.
whoa.
Hey, Sparty, what's up?
Okay, hold on, y'all. That just.
Yeah, it's loud. It's loud.
It
It's all
was
good.
like, whoa, okay, it's auto playing before I'm ready. Hold on,
Oh,
please.
it's TikTok. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
know.
yo, get ready,
TikTok
girl.
is so rude sometimes. Like, hey, now give me a second to get set up.
Hey, Queen of
Jeez.
Shall Be, how you doing? Yeah, the character I when I first started streaming, I got into RP, and then I kind of like I don't know how to explain it. I liked it, but then I guess in my mind at that time I wasn't ready for it.
Yeah, no,
You know?
Oh, hey, come on! I just want to get to the beginning. Okay, never mind. So it's gonna play, y'all. Here you go.
Yeah, it's just gonna play.
but yeah, no, I don't do that. I'm sorry about that. I don't know. You apologize for me.
Shit's funny, bro.
I feel bad about that.
No, it's all good. I just want to hear what's going on.
You just jamming. Hey, hey,
Get
hey.
low, get low, get low, get low, get low, get
I
low.
was having like fun, but I really didn't see her, and that's what
To the
the
wall.
issue. You know, I couldn't see her. I was like, "Where are you?"
Just backing it up.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? You gotta do what you gotta do at sometimes, you know.
I love it.
But I just use that content as say Happy New Year. At the time, that's where my main focus was, right? And now it's a little different. It's kind of shifted to be more than just that, you know. Just because I am more than just that character. Like I love that character, and that character will never die. And essentially, it is a part of who I am, right? Because I feel like when you create a good character in RP, it stems from who you are, right? It stems from a place that you know.
Hmm.
Some people make RP characters in then they do things that they never would do in real life, and that's okay because that's the whole point of it. It's a video game,
Yeah,
right?
it's role
Like
playing.
you're not gonna right exactly. So the point that and that's great. But for me, like like RP that's like really captivating and that's really keeps me coming back and watching it is stuff that when I'm in it, bro. I mean, I've had this happen to me. When I'm in the RP, I'm physically sweating. My heart is racing. There was one time I was in an RP situation where, I was a cop and something went down as a cop, and I was legit like shaking in real life. You know what I mean? To this, to when how you say when you suspend belief and you are in it like that, to me that's what makes it so great.
Yeah.
You know, it's
So
also something you can never beat,
yeah.
and that's what makes it even better. You can never beat that game because it's forever evolving.
Hmm.
You know.
So with that in mind, being a creative as you are, if you were to
You
design your own game, what would it look like?
Oh shit, man. I mean, have you seen Ready Player One, the
Yeah.
movie?
Yes.
There you go, right there. That's the best way I could explain it.
You'll
One
be
hundred percent. The
100%
Oasis.
fully immersed in the ocean.
The Oasis in Ready Player One, in my opinion, the best thing. Like it is, essentially is what RP is, right? But it's on a different level. It's bringing that realism in a whole nother way,
Ooh,
right?
excuse me.
It's allowing you to kind of see things in a different light,
Yeah, to
you know. And,
really.
and and the way they had it was just like, man, I would not change anything.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I would do.
No, there's definitely
What about you?
there's like a couple games now on the Oculus. Like there was one. It was so like I felt like I was literally in like a medieval time, and as I was like turning, I was fully immersed in it. I forgot where I was, And I was like, okay. So my body was like, no, you're not actually in there walking, sweetie. And my mind was like, no, we are. And I was like, okay. And I was like, okay, I'm taking this off. I need a.
It's not for everybody, and I think that as technology
Not that
catches
game,
up,
but
yeah, well, it'll catch up to people, and they have treadmills where you can walk on it to make it even safer, and it's definitely something that I think that my generation might not be able to see the full aspect of it, but my sons will.
no,
He's yeah.
when I am 80 something, I will be walking on a treadmill, immersed in my own little world.
Go ahead, man. You can do it now, though,
Playing
low key.
shuffleboard. I don't know. Whatever I'll be
Oh,
doing.
hey, that kind of leads. I know we're kind of getting off topic, but you watch Black Mirror or no?
No.
So Black Mirror isn't. You know what the show is about, though, right?
Oh yeah, it's in my
Well,
queue. It's like so many other things. It's in my queue.
Just skip the first episode. Don't watch the first episode. The first episode for the first season usually throws people off.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean this for real. Like, it usually throws people off, and it makes people like, "What the hell? I don't want to watch this." But the rest of the episodes in the series are great. They don't really tie in together. It's just more of like a bigger thing of like technology and drama or whatever. But I say that to say, like, it's also a show. Yeah, the first episode is wild, and it throws a lot of people off. It makes people say, "I don't want to watch this," And they have an episode in there where when you pass away, you can go on and you can live in an alternate world, right? And I forgot what they called it. San Bernardino, something like Sandrino, something like that. And essentially, you could pick where you want to live for eternity, and it could be anywhere, any memory, whatever the case may be. And then they ended up making a full show out of it. It's called Upload. It's on Hulu.
Oh yeah, I watched like I think 8 or 9 episodes in it, but I saw like it was about to get like my anxiety was getting up. It was about to get real bad. I was like, and I really like that actor, and I was like, I need a break, and I didn't go back because I knew what it was about to be, and I was like, this is gonna break my heart. I don't want to watch this anymore.
Nah, it was good. It was good, but it just speaks to something that could happen.
Yeah, I know, but like
We never know. I mean, we don't know how far away we are, but hey, man, if I could live in an alternate world where you could still talk to your loved ones, how many people would pay for that? That's a priceless thing. People would pay a mass amount of money.
Would you have to pay extra to block certain family members?
You probably would have,
right.
Yeah, or have that certain access.
Like, oh,
but
my loved one moved on. I'm gonna reach out to him and be like, doo doo doo.
Right.
You've been blocked. You left on
red. Right, exactly.
Like,
they're like, oh,
you in life, but I had to deal with you with your family.
Right. Exactly. Like, what? Now I ain't dealing with you, man. Get out of here with that. You know what I'm saying? That's funny. But I mean, it's also cool because you get to like. There's parts where once a year you can kind of the living can come over and spend time with the people who have passed. That's dope, man. That's a cool concept, and I think that's something that if that was to actually happen, that people would pay a crazy amount of money for it.
But speaking on that, like 10 years from now, so we're only in a 10-year window. Where do you see the gaming industry going? Are you happy with that direction? And if you had the power, where would you want to take it?
I mean, to be honest, man, I think gaming is in a place right now where there's a lot of different cool things that are coming out, and I think that there's a lot of everyone's chasing an experience for you to have, right? It's not like obviously as streamers we look at it like, they're also looking for games that people can stream. They're also looking for games that people can play while they're live with people because they know that this is an audience that they can grab, and that's how they're gonna make money, right? But I think that there's also games are going to be less and less about how many versions we have of the same game. For example, like you see how like the Fortnites and the Fall Guys of the worlds, those games are doing, right? That, in my opinion, is where games are going to be going for everything. Like NBA 2K, GTA, Assassin's Creed. It's all going to be one game you download, and it's going to be stuff that you just pay for every 3 months or every year. They come out with a different version of it, and the games are not going to cost anything. They're going to be free, but the add-ons is what's going to cost.
Yeah.
That's where, in my opinion, that's where it's gonna go, because that's how it is. It has to be that way. It's endless amount of money that way.
That
You know
is
how much
true.
money, you make off of a free game that offers you something, $20 here, $20 there. You get hooked, and next thing you
Not
know,
even
you
20
spend
bucks, like $2 here, $3 here. Like, oh,
right,
you want a new skin? Do you want a new outfit? How about this hat? Don't you want
right,
this?
hmm
And then before
and
you know
when
it,
right, and next thing you know, it's like you spend like a couple $100. You're like, bro, this game was free. What the hell? You know what I
hmm
mean? Versus like back in the day, you spend $60 on a game and that was it. You got it. Whatever was on that game is what you got.
that was
There
it.
was no there was no added features. There was none of that. So right now, I think that's kind of like where everybody's kind of going, because it just makes it's more lucrative for them.
Yes.
And once Fortnite did a Travis Scott experience, I was like, it's over. Game's over, bro. Seriously, because that they're gonna be doing that, and not only are they gonna be doing that there, think about that situation, right? Where we talked about that is the oasis. Fortnite, when you logged into Fortnite to see that exclusive content,
hmm
you did that, and you basically signed into virtual reality, right? And you went and enjoyed a concert with everybody else that was in there. And then after that, you guys went off and you started, playing the game like normal. But that's the experiences that are going to be happening.
hmm
So,
Yeah, they're slowly starting to do that more in
I mean,
the
look up
metaverse.
Quest. Yeah, I was gonna say look up Quest meetups and stuff. There's concerts, there's comedy shows,
hmm
and these are free. You can go to these meetups or these spaces, and you can watch live concerts. You can watch live comedy shows. You can watch the NFL game. Right now, you can watch Monday Night Football on the Quest with other people in the room that you don't even know, and talk and meet new people that way. It's a crazy experience, man.
Yes, yes, it is. With that in mind, are you going to get the Among Us VR?
Nah,
You're not
I'm
gonna
good.
you're not gonna play Among
Yeah,
Us. Or you're not gonna play
nah.
Among Us with
Among
me.
Us is it's
You're
super
not
toxic, bro. I can't
you're
do
not
it.
gonna play Among Us with me.
Unfortunately, nah. I'll leave that to you
You're not.
guys.
No, you're gonna.
It's just super toxic, bro. Like, it's a fun game for sure, but bro, it gets crazy, man. And
Yeah.
then I've learned once I learn how to play a game, and I know I could be really good at it. It's kind of hard to like just be like, yeah, let me do it. You know?
But it's VR.
Oh,
Don't you want to roll up on somebody and kill them in VR?
I don't know. Maybe I'll try it once. We'll see.
I
We'll
say,
see.
listen, I'm making push play, the DJ play. I'm making Action Jack from last week play. I'm listen. If y'all anybody got a VR,
Murder's a great time. I love it. I mean,
welcome in the
Among
female
Us is
audience.
basically
I appreciate
uh,
you.
uh Among Us is basically Clue. Let's be honest.
It
Like,
is.
that's what Among Us is. Clue, and we all love what Clue was, and
Listen,
it's
Clue
it's
is
just, man, bro.
cutthroat.
Who knew that you could make Clue a very toxic game, and it
My
potentially
family,
ruin friendships.
we made Clue very toxic. It was a very toxic game, and me and my
Oh,
mom
okay.
were like really like being secretive and going back and forth and like throwing out different things. My older brother was confused. He didn't know what was going on. My little brother was like, and me and my mom were just like going. And we finally figured out who it was, where it was. You had to be in a room to make like the final whatever.
Right,
And
right.
I'm racing to the room. Like me and my mom are racing there because you only got like one die, so you move like 3 spots.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
And my older brother, who didn't understand what was going on, he was like, he takes my character and makes an accusation and moves me clear. I'm like, what are you doing? I still got there in time and I beat her, but like, we
Hey,
were
that's
about
the
to
great,
fight.
but that's great though, man. Board games were the shit back in the day. You
Listen,
know what I'm
every
saying?
Christmas, my parents bought us a board game. Every Christmas.
That's amazing. We have board games in my son's closet right now. We
Yeah,
play them during Christmas time as well. We get the family together. And we just have fun, and
it is.
it's a good time.
We have a
Um, I
question in the
was
chat.
I I was born in New York City, but you know that PR blood is still is in me wherever I go. So it ain't gonna. I have to. It's I'm a New Yorican, but at the end of the day, it is at the end of the day, man. You can't tell me anything differently. Because if I go to the island, I'm gonna feel like I belong there, and I'm gonna feel like that's where I'm from.
Yeah.
So it don't matter. Oh, I'd
Awesome.
love to hear it, Athena. I'm talking about. We gotta stick together. You know what I'm saying? That's why I wore this. You get what I'm? That's why I wore this because we're proud and powerful people. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it needs to be said that way.
I love
Sorry.
it. No, no, no. Let's see.
I
Let's
know you're
see.
like trying to stick to a strip, and
Well,
you
I know.
trying to
Just trying to.
you're like you giving me the okay, cool, that's dope. But back to the
Like that.
and I
That's
love it.
cute.
I'm here for it.
That's
You know.
cute or whatever.
Yeah, that's
But
all cute and everything, but what's your favorite game you used to play?
like, let's.
It's like,
Otherwise, because I know we can go completely off the rails, me and you. I
let's
mean, we were
go, man. Let's go
already
there.
going off the rails, so I had to kind of bring us back, go back off, bring us back.
That's,
You know how
hey,
it
that's how
is.
you. But that's the greatness, bro. That's the greatness in it, right? Like at the end of the day, that's what you got to do. You know, if that's where the conversation going, go with it. You know, if the conversation going off the rail and we're gonna stop at A B before we get to C, then so be it. You know, we're gonna still make it to C though. I promise you. The rest of the alphabet will get complete. You know,
We're gonna see jump down to H,
it is what it
come
is,
back to
bro.
E, all over the place. But
We're,
go ahead.
no, go ahead.
Now I'm gonna say, anybody in the chat, if you have any additional questions, you are more than welcome to ask. Don't be shy. Please, please ask any questions.
I am seriously loving this. This is probably going to be my new stream setup at nighttime. Promise you, because this is
Listen, I'm here.
fire.
I'm here
What I
for
got
it.
going on right now.
I just dropped BrownRadDad's link in the chat. Please go check him out so you can see him on all his various platforms. So with that in mind, since we were just talking about Clue and all that and whatnot, what is your favorite game of all time and why? And like we just were talking
Oh
about
man,
board games, so board games, tabletop, all of it, card games. If you're just a spades player, dominoes, whatever, it does not have to be an electronic anything.
man, I'm about to give you levels because
That's okay.
I have a favorite in everything.
I'll take it. We can
Obviously, I
dissect it
got
and dissect it.
I love playing dominoes because the way we play dominoes is basically spades, but with features, and dominoes, whatever. It's pretty much the same concept, And I always like my favorite thing is to make somebody pass, especially when they thought they were about to win.
Oh,
It's the best thing in the world. It brings out the competitive side in me. Not gonna lie to you, but you know, random ass people. I don't even know who this is texting me. Sorry. Um,
good.
as far as board games was concerned, Sorry was probably my favorite one growing up. Sorry was goated. You know,
That's a good one.
Trouble was kind of cool too, but I mean, I just liked them. I liked them all really. Candyland was a cool one. I know I'm not supposed to like Candyland because I'm a dude, but Candyland is a
Candy
dope
is
ass game.
classic. Do you remember the game? I don't know if many people played it. 13 Dead End Drive.
No, I did not play that.
Oh,
No,
okay.
that sounds like a horror movie.
That was a board game.
Oh
And,
no,
like,
no,
somebody died, and like you're trying to get the inheritance and then run out of the house.
you were
What?
trying to get the inheritance.
And
So
run out of
forget about the guy who died. Let me get his money.
and it was like Mousetrap. So you would build like all
Oh.
these parts to it, and then you would literally put the person who died, their picture up on the mantle, and then you would actively try to kill each other, throwing
That's
it down
terrible.
the stairs. There's like
You-
all these different traps.
And the cops are coming for you right now
Listen.
because you played that game. They're gonna be knocking down your door. We remember when she played this game back in the day.
Yeah.
Damn
Sorry is the no thank you cereal. But
It is, bro.
if anybody else, if you guys want to drop, what are your favorite tabletop board games, or favorite game of all time? And we're gonna ask those questions. I see them. So you said dominoes, and then what else?
Dominoes. I used to play. I don't know, man. I was always a person who liked a bunch of different things, man. I played everything. You know what I'm saying? I've always played whatever just made me happy at the time. Fighting games was always fun. Sports games I were okay at, but adventure games is kind of where I think it took me there. Shenmue 2 is a cool game that I used to play back in the day. Shoots and Ladders was dope as hell too. But it's basically the boy version of Candyland, to be honest. Yo, Phase 10 is dope. Right,
Yes.
I don't know if you have the app, but that game is crazy dope.
Oh my gosh, I think I
Yeah.
have the cards. Yeah, the Phase 10 cards back there. You can't see them, but they're over there.
It was so far ahead of its time, and it was on Dreamcast too. Okay,
Dreamcast.
so good that game when you played as a Asian cop, bro, trying to take down the the cartels and the triads. Man, come on, dude, that game was crazy good. But you know how it is, you know how it goes. Let me get to one of these questions. Hold on, and I'll continue answering your thing too. What's something in gaming or gaming culture that irritates me? I think toxic behavior, man. Honestly, that's the one thing I would say. I also think like stereotypes are something that really irritates me. Like, and we all kind of fall victim to it because at the end of the day, like when we first started coming up in this video game stuff, there was no women or girls playing this game. Any game. You saw what we were just talking about earlier. You hustling people at the arcade. Nobody thought you knew how to play.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? Especially they looked at you like you the little sister. Like, nah, she don't know what she's doing. Get out of here. I'm about to take her money. And then they got their ass whooped, and it was that was the end of the story from there. But that's what I'm saying. Like we look at it like, oh, she don't know what she's talking about. They don't know what they're talking about. Blah blah blah. Like, as far as the gaming aspect of it, that's something that I don't like. I also feel like I don't think it's fair to say that women have it easier on this platform because they don't. Like, I think in the way it's gonna sound kind of messed up what I say, but walk with me here and just listen. It's if you look at what we do, right? We're basically a storefront, right? And when we're in order to get people into the store, we have to attract them somehow, right? And it's okay for women to do that because at the end of the day, like, you got to do what you got to do, right? That's not the hard part. The easy part is getting them into the store. The hard part is keeping them there for the right reason. And I think that people get so misconstrued and they get so thought on like, oh, women have it easy on here. They just need to show their breasts, or they need to, be in a bikini, or they need to do this and do that, and they're gonna have tons of people who are gonna come at them and giving them money. And it's not like that, because at the end of the day, you're gonna have a bunch of people being, pricks to you and being creepy, and it's like you got to deal with that. And you're setting the tone, right? When you show them your storefront and you're setting the tone with that. But when they come in there, you have to reset the tone. Like, yo, you may have came for the boobs and all that, but you're gonna stay because I got something that I gotta say, and it's gonna mean something to you, or I'm really good at this game. You know what I mean? And that part right there is the hardest part that I feel like women streamers have an issue with, is that they're not taken seriously when it comes to the content that they do. They're only looked at as the storefront. They're looked at as the for sale sign. As messed up as it sounds, but they're looked up as that. The discount, buy one get one free shit. They're looked at the sale, but they're not looked at as the product or the person that's behind all that. And when you separate yourself from that, that's when you real people start seeing what's up. And that's one thing that I'm really passionate about, because it's not fair. It's not. Yes, sex sells, but it doesn't keep you. It doesn't keep you there. You know what I'm saying? Something just happened. That means somebody must have followed me.
Ooh.
If you followed me, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Or whatever happened on my channel, thank you for that.
Is that what that was?
Yeah, when the lights go out, something happened on my channel. I appreciate that. People say women have it easy on Twitch, normally have ashy content. Right, and that speaks on what I was talking about earlier, right? That was you. Hey, I appreciate you. We have to move differently. We can't move the same as other people on this platform. And once you realize that, and once you understand how you have to move, then you'll know exactly what you need to do. For me, bro, a big dude with a big Puerto Rican dude with a white beard, I gotta be funny. I gotta be entertaining. You know what I'm saying? I can't just sit around. You know that in the TOS? Hear me out. TOS, I'm not allowed to be on stream without a shirt on. I can't be in a tank top. A man cannot be in a tank top on here on Twitch, but a woman can be on Twitch in lingerie. make it make sense.
Cause
You get what I'm saying?
seeing your shoulders is distracting.
Hey, but you know what though? My shoulders matter, bro.
In high school, the girl's
It's
shoulders
100
are distracting. Therefore,
It's 100% for real, Athena. If you look at the TOS, a male. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Is that Puerto Rican in me? You feel me? No. You know, a male's chest cannot be exposed on stream. It is against the TOS. But you could have these streams that have mirrors that are showing things that, you know, we probably shouldn't be seeing, and it's okay. But hey, listen, I ain't hating. Go do what you gotta do. Go get the bag. You feel me? If I look like them, bro, I would 100% would be doing that shit. I got no. Listen, ain't no morals, and ain't no. You know, we ain't talking about self-respect. If I just pay for a house for people who wanna give me money for free.
Listen.
Go ahead.
I told
you know what I'm saying?
my mother, I said, listen, Mom.
Exactly.
If one day I just turn around and buy you a new house, don't ask where that money came from.
Don't ask no questions, bro.
No questions. If you're getting older, you might need some, additional aids and stuff in the house and all that, and I pay for it cash money, no problems. Don't ask no questions.
Right, and just think about, but we're in a time where we don't need to leave our house to make money.
No, you don't.
You understand what that is?
You don't.
You just need to be smart about it. You need to be good about it.
Yes.
A little low on your end? I don't know. She loud as hell to me. No, I was kidding.
Who's low? I'm low or you're low?
Yeah, you might have been your noise gate that went out. Like, you don't, and I think, like, a lot of people judge them, right? But it's like, bro, go ahead, bro. You're utilizing, exactly. It was legal. You took taxes out. You did all that. You know what I'm saying? It's legal bread. It's nothing to be wrong about that. Go ahead, bro. Secure the bag. You got a finite time to get that bag, bro. And that gets longer and longer because we've seen some stuff on the internet. Let's be honest, right? But at the end of the day, we're also in a platform. My fault. I'm just loud. That's my Puerto Rican in me. I'm telling you, Athena.
I always have. Yeah, I think
gets louder.
A little bit louder.
Yeah, you
So
might have to.
I always feel like I'm too loud, so I was like, let me up you, but I forgot who I'm talking to.
So. Yeah, you forgot who you were talking to, fangirl. But like at the end of the day, man, secure the bag, bro. Do what you gotta do, bro. Because ain't nobody gonna look out for you but you at the end of the day. And it goes back to what I was saying earlier. Stop giving a damn about people's opinions because those opinions ain't paying your bills. You know what I'm saying? So At the end of the day, if you gotta do as long as it's legal, if you gotta do something that somebody might look at it like, they can look at it all they want in their 1-bedroom apartment or studio apartment, and you over there in a condo. That's all I'm saying.
That you pay for in cash. So whatever.
Yeah, you pay for in good old, hard-earned money, so to speak. You know what I mean? And to answer your question, Athena, I don't play dominoes on stream, but I might just have to because that sounds like fun.
Oh my gosh, the toxic behavior.
Listen, stay tuned, Athena. I might have to do that for around like Christmas time, holiday season. So, might want to do that. I could show you some things in dominoes. I promise.
As long as you have SB play it with you, because I want that level of toxic behavior between the two of y'all.
No, but here's the thing, right? The one thing I found is that we play dominoes different. Puerto Ricans and we don't play dominoes the same way. Like black dominoes, bones as they call it, it ain't the same as Puerto Rican dominoes. It's a wholly different. It's a kind of the rules and everything are a little different. If I was to, I will, man. I'm gonna have to go see my father-in-law play and grab some content behind that because you start getting these old guys drinking and stuff, and it goes crazy, bro. And it's fun, man. It's fun. It's exciting,
I'm here for that.
That sounds even better.
Right? It does. It sounds like a good time to me.
Yeah. So I mean, and so much you could learn. It's so much you could learn. One thing I learned about dominoes. Old head dominoes is my father-in-law has a title, like a WWE title that says he's the best at dominoes. But one thing I learned from dominoes is that you gotta play your hand, right? You gotta play your hand. If you're working with a partner, you gotta play your hand and your partner's hand. So you gotta pay attention to your surroundings, and you also have to pay attention to the moves that were being made, and that can be applied in life. You have to pay attention to the moves that are being made by people around you, and in order to pick up on that, sometimes you got to lift your head up and look, you know.
Listen, look at you dropping gems all over the place. Is y'all clipping all these great things he's saying so I can use it later?
Right.
On my TikTok and my.
Hey, just make sure you tag me, all right? Make sure you
jazz.
tag me. I'm trying to get to 1,000 followers on TikTok because my son played me, bro. He played. I was like, it was a year ago. I was like, man, I can't wait till I'll be able to go live on TikTok. I thought you could do it with no problem, and they were like, nah, it's 1,000 subs. I was like, oh shit, and I had 12 at the time. He was like, he clowned me, bro. I was like, word? All right. I was like, all right, bet. Say less, homie. Say less. When I get that 1,000, it's over.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he keeps me humble.
Well, I mean that's what children are supposed to do, right?
Right. He over here talking smack. I'll never get that. We'll never get that. We need to show you guys. Show him who's boss. Damn it. Dominoes like spades. I feel like there was a secret meeting I missed, and nobody ever taught me how to play.
Aww.
Nah, it ain't that hard. Once you pay attention, it's not that hard.
Yeah.
I think dominoes easier to pick up because it's just about numbers, you know, and spades is a little bit more difficult and it's a little bit more strategic. But a lot of the strategic stuff that's in spades is the trash talking, to be honest.
True. And yeah, I learned how to play dominoes from my grandpa. He's Jamaican, and I was like, as a little kid, I always wanted to be able to hold all of my dominoes in my hands like he did.
You cut out on me. I don't know if you cut out to them.
Okay, yeah. So like I wanted to hold all my dominoes like he did when I was a little kid, but like obviously my little hands couldn't do it. I was just so mad. I was like, we want to do that.
Hey, but that was the accomplishment though. That was it when you were able to grab the domino and you were able to just you know. You grab it in your hand like this, and you look at it, you know what I'm saying, and you put it back down. Right. That was the accomplishment, you know what I'm saying? You're like, oh, shit. Right.
But, no. But he had my little brother really took to playing dominoes more than the rest of us. So my grandpa got him a really nice domino set that had, like, his name engraved on, like, the top of the box, the wooden box and all that stuff.
Yeah, we know somebody who makes the boxes and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, who knows, man? Who knows where the community will lead us? But I definitely wouldn't mind doing that. It's a little. I would have to get a group. It would have to be like a group setting. So it would definitely be more like family oriented type of deal. Like if my brother came down or something like that, it'd be more of an in real life stream versus
listen.
Yeah. Hey, we'll see, man. We'll see what happens in the future. I'm always open to ideas, and I'm always I'm always open to it, you know what I mean?
Listen, I know Thanksgiving last year, like I was bored and we were cooking. I literally just took my laptop, turned on the camera, and it was IRL cooking and fussing at each other family style, and people loved it. So like
I loved that. I was in there.
Yeah, okay, so you were in there. You saw the foolishness of my parents. So like you
but that's great.
And your family playing dominoes, we are there.
Oh man, me and my family doing anything is ridiculous. let me tell you this right now. A couple years ago, so was it last? It was not last year. It might have been a year before that. Actually, no. It might have been 2020. So I be forgetting what year it is because of my accident and all that. I forget what year it is a lot of times. But in 2020, I had like, so me and my brothers, we play fighting games. I have an arcade stick and all that. Okay. And we play fighting games, and we usually have this competition that first to 10 wins has to do something, right? And the channel got to pick what they did. So just so happens that he lost all three. He ended up having to dress like a lady on stream and hold a sign that said "I got beat by BRD."
Love it.
That's just what happens. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. That's the type of foolery that happens when we go do it. But I love that aspect to it because it felt like real life. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It wasn't BS. Like it was just we just turned the camera on. It's like when I did. Were you there when I did the coquito stream where we were making coquito and all that? Like I love doing that. That's
Yeah.
fun. You know what I mean? Because it's like me kind of inviting you into the culture and like sharing it with you in a
Exactly.
way that it's fun. So I'm all for that.
Yeah, listen, we're there to support you. Hey, Ro
I
baby.
love it.
Okay, so we're gonna wrap it up. So, any additional
Oh
thoughts?
man,
I know, but
what you got to do? You ain't got nothing to do. No, I was kidding.
I'm gonna go lay on the couch right there and play some Disney Dreamlight. That's what I'm gonna do.
Oh, I hear that, man. I hear that. This was fun. I didn't want it to end, but hey, you gotta go. You gotta do. You know what I'm saying? Do what you gotta do.
Plus,
You know?
we can't be talking all night now. We can't.
Shit, I can't. I don't know
I
about
mean,
you.
okay, we could. Yes, I'm gonna go lift all the weights.
All of them.
All of
Right.
them.
Bro said had me at Coquito. Listen, I had people on their ass last year with that. Trust me. I'm gonna do it again this year at some point. Once the holiday season starts, it'll happen again. So I'll have the recipe up and all that. I also dress up as Santa Claus, so there's that as well. So
I'm here
yeah.
for it. So any additional thoughts and comments that you may have? Anything?
That I have? Well, I kind of, we started the stream, we started the interview with you giving me my flowers, and I want to give you your flowers.
Oh,
That's it.
that's it.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Hold on. So what are you most excited for during holiday time? For me, I like to be around family. Like when I was growing up, there was times where we legit just spend holidays by ourselves. And for me, I'm trying to break that cycle, and I want my son to be around family all the time when it comes to the holidays.
Yes.
Especially because we live in different states. Like
Mhm.
it's just one of those things. So um, that to me is one of the most things that I'm excited for. I'm also a pretty damn good gift giver. I if I say so myself. I always make somebody cry every year.
Aw.
Never fails. Like it's always somebody always does it. Last year was my wife. The year before that was my little brother. So yeah, it's that's kind of like how I celebrate it. For me, family is everything. Because without that, like what are we all doing? You know what I mean?
That is
We don't
true.
got nothing. And that's why I want you to be my family. You know what I'm saying? You're a part of that. You're a part of that family, extended family. People, this is another exclusive right here, fangirl.
Uh-oh.
You are a part. If you follow me, you subscribe to me. You are part of the Mother Fathers Club. Okay, the Mother Flowers Club, because we can't say MFers anymore. Because I'm trying to be a little bit more PC. You feel me? So we're gonna call you guys the Mother Flowers or the Mother Fathers. I mean, okay. We're all gonna have that fun. But anyway, hey, listen. The way she be sunning people.
No.
No, listen. Fangirl got big mom energy, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean it kind of a play on word. You have mom energy. I don't care what you got to say. You can say you're not a mom, but you definitely have mom
I'm an
energy,
auntie.
and it's okay.
I'm an auntie.
You're,
I'm gonna come
you're a
in, give you
mom.
some advice, and
No,
I'll
no,
be
no,
out.
no. You're a mom. Stop with the BS. You might want to tell yourself that because you ain't ready to do it. But I promise you, you have that mom nurturing energy.
Aw,
Okay,
thank you.
accept it, damn it. Accept it, damn it. No. All right.
Oh, like I said
Well,
earlier, accept that
that's right.
compliment.
No, I want to say, I just want to say, like, keep doing what you're doing, man. I see you. Like, I just want to tell you that I see you, and I think that it's important that we tell people that because sometimes we feel, especially as content creators, we feel like we're doing this for no reason, or we feel like nobody's watching, or we feel like we're just out here randomly. And I just want you to know that I see you, and I want you to keep doing what you're doing, regardless of how you got to get there and how you got to make it happen. Like, just know that you're on the right track and that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, and it's all paying off. You know what I mean? You know how hard it is for 5 people to be in here, all these people talking in here all the time, regardless of what it is. You know how hard that is. That's an accomplishment. You should 100% celebrate that. You know what I mean? Especially with somebody who sits on their couch playing a video game. Like, you can have nobody doing that, nobody watching that. You know what I'm saying? So
Sure.
accept that and just embrace it.
Mhm.
And one thing I will say is, listen, fangirl. Listen to me. Don't me to death,
Okay.
okay?
All right.
I know what that. I know what
All
that
right.
means. I'm married. I know what.
Mhm.
I
Uh.
speak that language. You're like, hurry up. I'm trying to go play Disney, but I'm speaking real facts to you right now. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
Like,
listening.
okay, I ain't New Jersey. No. What all I gotta say is right. Like, if you enjoy doing what you're doing, keep doing it and just evolve it. You know what I'm saying? Evolve all of that. If sitting on the couch is something that you love doing, make it the greatest couch stream in the history of this damn platform. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So just keep doing what you're doing because I know that greatness is around the corner for you. I promise you. And I'm looking at the camera so you can look in your eyes.
I'm looking.
Okay, I got you. You got this. If anybody who believes in you is me, keep crocheting. Do that stuff, man. We're in a platform where a woman putting a puzzle together, okay, has taken it by storm.
Gma's real.
You can do anything,
That's
okay? You are already great, exactly. But Athena, here's the thing. And I'm not gonna take no more of your time, I promise. Greatness is usually not seen by people who are great. They have to be told that. They're not gonna know that they're great because they're just doing what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? They're just going about their life being who they are, regardless of what it is. You know what I mean? So sometimes you gotta tell somebody you great, or you gotta tell somebody that your greatness that you're trying to achieve is right there, bro, because you're already in it. And when you tell them that, it's like they realize that shit. You know? Yeah, she knows she great, but she ain't gonna be like, yeah, I'm great, I'm the greatest. I bet you she gonna be like, she gonna be humble about it. That's what I mean. All right, sorry.
No. So, how can people reach you? What is your upcoming next stream schedule? All that jazz. Time to shamelessly plug yourself. Throwing the flowers back to you.
Oh boy. Okay, so about that. No, we spoke about this earlier. So I'm gonna be going live Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern time here on this platform. All of my socials and stuff like that are on that website. I decided to create one website to make it easier for everybody to follow everything. I got YouTube. I don't know if this will work in here. Hold on a second. No, it won't. Anyway, I have YouTube. I have a bunch of different places. Everywhere you can find me is gonna be at least start out with BrownRadDad. YouTube, TikTok is where I'm trying to really grow. Instagram and Twitter are really where I'm the most active, especially Twitter. I have fun with Twitter because Twitter is hilarious to me.
Yes.
Some people think it's toxic, but for me, it is the most hilarious place in the world
It is
because
quite fun.
it's so easy to get people mad. And sometimes I just like to sit at home and get people mad, because it's fun. What they gonna do? Be mad on the internet over something that somebody said? No.
Yeah.
And if they are, oh well. You know what I mean? That's their problem, not mine. But no, I'm just joking. But yeah, you can follow me everywhere. You can click that link there and come say hi, say hello. Each platform has a different thing on it, so you'll be able to love all the platforms equally and still get something that you might take from it. So
Okay.
yeah, man.
Awesome. All right. So, as always, we like to end the show with the guests guiding the raid. Have you been thinking about who we're going to raid out to?
Hell no. No, I was kidding. I don't know what are your people into? What we feeling tonight? Because I got a couple people that we can go to. I got some.
You
some.
want.
Yeah, but I want to make sure it's valuable. You know what I'm saying? I want to make
I don't
sure
think
it's.
you would pick
it's
anybody who's not valuable.
yeah, but if it don't match the quality or the people that are in your stream, then it's like not valuable, right? All right, hold on a second. Let's see. Let's go. Oh, I know who we can go to.
Who can we go to? Who can we go to?
Let me double check because I don't want them. I want to see what they're. Okay, yeah. See, they're in a chair right now. But actually, let's go. Oh, we love to see this. They looks like they're dressed up. Oh yes, let's go here. They're dressed up as.
Oh, no.
I've never been to this stream before, but she's streaming with her son, and they're both dressed up as the Incredibles. So we got to honor that, and we got to show love to that. So Here, I'll put the name in the chat here. Yeah, it seemed like they're a pretty dope individual. We gotta show love to that. We gotta show love to it.
So
Like, how could you not? You know what I'm saying?
copy that name. Was it Big Papa Bree?
Yep.
Pulling them up now. Commercial. That's okay, because we can start the raid. So thank you so much, BrownRadDad, for being here. I truly appreciate you. Thank you.
Yeah, anytime, man. Listen, if a guest cancels, call me.
I got
Just saying.
I got
I'll do this. I'll do this anytime you want, man. This is so much fun.
All right, because then we can just talk about any random things. Doesn't necessarily have to be.
Exactly. We could talk literally about anything.
Yes.
I love this.
Welcome
do this all day.
Iconic. I see you.
Oh, did the chat? As SB said, did the chat get real? Freaking iconic.
I know. I was about to say it. We're actually leaving, but thank you for being here. Thank you, everybody in the chat. We are going to raid out to Big Papa Bree. Make sure I got that name right.
You got it right.
And we're going to show some love. So y'all say what's up. And that's it.
Thank you guys, yo. I appreciate you again for having me. It was a fun time, man. It really was. So fun.
And I'll be back on Wednesday to interview Avatar Alejandro.
Nice.
Yeah. So until we meet again, guys. Bye.
That's okay, iconic. You can watch the VOD. You know what I'm saying?
Or the YouTube.
Or the YouTube. Bet the YouTube. Bam. Let's go. Plug yourself, girl.
I think we have rated out.
Yeah, we have.
Okay, let me stop streaming.